Rugrats was my jam as far as video games goes when I was a little kid. I loved playing Rugrats Search for Reptar and I loved playing Rugrats Studio Tour, but as I grew older, the games kinda suffered in quality. What a messy game with horrible graphics, really bad music, and voice acting that makes you want to pull your ears out of your head. But is this game as bad as I say, or is this game something charmful and I'm missing out? Let's find out on my review of Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. The history for Rugrats Scavenger Hunt starts in 1997. Scavenger Hunt was originally shown at both E3's 1999 and 1997 booths. THQ had signed an agreement with Nickelodeon to develop such a game. They wanted to make something like Mario Party, and on June 29, 1999, the game was released under the name Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. The gameplay for Rugrats Scavenger Hunt is very simplistic to the point of boredom. Oh my goodness. We'll go over this board by board, as there are only 3 in the game. The first one is Angelica's temple. Your goal is simple. Your goal is to go through the entire house looking for the statue pieces that were broken by Angelica. If you find yours, the babies win. If Angelica finds all hers, she wins. The controls for this are very simple to actually use. I actually played this game on a keyboard while I was playing on an emulator. Your goal is to get onto the magnifying glasses. When you get onto the magnifying glasses, then you can search for these. You can also steal some of Angelica's as well, and one of the weird things though about this game is that the puzzle pieces stay in the same place. Yeah, I'm dead serious. They don't even change different direction, which is really kind of stupid. Unfortunately for this particular playthrough, I lost. And a lot of it was because a lot of the AI in this game is not very good. It literally walked right into Angelica and gave her her pieces. Not only that, sometimes they would look in the same spot twice. Yeah, there's a powerful item you can get that allows you to look in 2 different places, but nope, they decided to look in one place. The next board for this is Pirate Treasure Hunt. In this one, you're looking for buried treasure, and whoever can find all the buried treasure wins the game. Honestly, for this game, it is so small and so boring. I know that I did do the small boards in this one, but my goodness, there's no aesthetically pleasing anything in this. Literally, you're underneath an ocean and you go into a pirate ship, and then Grandpa and Susie are there. What the freak is this all about? Honestly, at this point I was getting so bored, I was hoping that somebody would win. Again, I lost. Phil actually won and he stole treasure from me. The main thing for this is that you can duel in a rock, paper, scissors type of game. In this rock, paper, scissors type of game, you have the ability, if you win, to actually steal buried treasure, and I lost this twice. Susie and Grandpa are hanging around. Grandpa, I didn't mention the first game, he gives you more cookies. Cookies give you more energy for your sleep that you see at the top left hand side. But Susie, I don't know in the world she does. I don't understand why she's even in the game. She just kind of walks around and does nothing. The final board for this is Reptar Rally. Oh my goodness. Even though this board was so small, it was so boring and I was about bored to tears. My goodness, this was not fun at all. And literally at one point when Phil actually got most of the things that he needed, I was like, please get the final one, please, so I don't have to play this game anymore. Your goal is simple in this one. You need to get all the candy and sweets that you can and then you win the game. And for this, there's only really one mini game in Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, which is really weird. The controls are tight and smooth, but a lot of things I have to say about this game are not because of the controls. Graphics in this game are completely terrible. The models themselves look like they're something out of a horror movie, especially Angelica's face, holy crap. The environments are dull and boring. I get that you're stuck in a temple, I get that you're underneath the ocean, and then you're at some weird Reptar birthday party. Okay, I really don't know where we're at here. But there's nothing that looks good about this game. Everything is so boring at this point that I might as well actually turn the game off and play an actual board game. And not only that, some of these boards can feel like they take forever. I was only playing these for about 20 minutes at a time, but at the same time I wanted to pull my hair out because I was getting so freaking bored. The mechanics of the boards are also stupid as well. I don't really like the fact that Angelica's temple is like 3 against 1. And I don't like the fact that if you have AI, you're basically at a disadvantage. The AI in this game is super stupid and they don't know what they're doing. And the final thing I wanted to go over as far as gameplay goes is the minigames. There's only like one minigame throughout this, and that's my whole flaw with this particular game. The reason why it's so boring is because they made it like a Mario Party game, but with no minigames. Why in the world would you try to do something like that? Mario Party's going to win 10 times out of 10 because of the minigames. I don't play Mario Party games just because of the board action. I play Mario Party games because I like the minigames. They're a lot of fun. This game took the boring to an all-time high, and I can't stand it. This game's gameplay is sucky at best. The music and sound in this game sucks as well. I'm not a big fan of the soundtrack. The soundtrack does sound like something out of a Rugrats cartoon, but it feels like they did something a lot different with it. The cartoon had some of the most charming music in cartoons, but this particular music just doesn't sound pleasing at all. The voice acting is something that you would expect out of a Rugrats game, but because of the distorted music of the N64, I couldn't really hear them that well. And not only that, they kept repeating different things, which got old after a freaking minute. I mean, it was kind of enjoyable the first time to hear some of your favorite voice acting, but after like 20 minutes, this became insane and mind-numbing, and I wanted to throw my laptop out the window. All in all, the music and sound are just not very good, and I don't understand some of the choices they made for this game. The story for this game is honestly, Grandpa and Dee Dee are looking to actually play a board game. Dee Dee goes and cooks popcorn, and the game starts, and Grandpa falls asleep. That's it. So, let's get to the pros and cons. The pros in this game are the controls are pretty tight and smooth, and I really kind of like them. However, the cons for this are basically everything else. The gameplay, graphics, music, sound, and overall design is just stupid and boring, and I don't like it at all. Rugrats Scavenger Hunt is definitely one you should take a pass on. I'm not a big fan of this game, and I never really have. When I was a kid, this was something that was really boring and kind of tedious to get through. I remember times we would rent this game and not even get through a single board just because it was so boring. I give the score for this game a 1.8 out of 10. Stay away from this game as much as possible because this is a snorefest you do not want to be involved with. Anyway folks, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.